Part 2 of the book haul coming to you now. I'm not even gonna do an introduction, just gonna get into it. The first graphic novel that I got is actually a graphic novel box set, and it is Lock and Key by Joe Hill. This thing is enormous and it's so heavy. So I will go ahead and go through these real quickly. The first volume is Welcome to Lovecraft. The second volume is Head Games. The third volume is Crown of Shadows. The fourth volume is Keys to the Kingdom. The fifth volume is Clockworks. And the sixth volume is Alpha and Omega. I don't know too much about this graphic novel series, but I know that a lot of my booktube friends have read it and really enjoyed it. And I know that it's horror, takes place in I think like a haunted type of house situation. I don't know, that's the feels that I'm getting. This box set, I got such a good deal for it. It was like $30 for all of those graphic novels. And you guys know how much graphic novels are individually. They're like freaking $15. I was quite pleased to get that deal. I may be picking them up during October because I'm really excited about them. The next graphic novel that I picked up is Nimona by Noelle Stevenson. I'm not sure where it is, so I'll put a picture up right here. This is a graphic novel that everyone's been talking about and loving, and I too loved it. I read it during July, so I will put down my July wrap-up video down below so you can check it out. Was it July or August? I think it was my August wrap-up video actually. The next graphic novel I got is Game of Thrones Volume 2. This is a continuation of the first volume, and it takes place in the first book, A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. I like this one a lot more than Volume 1, and I think I read it in July or August. Again, I will put my wrap-up video down below so you can check out more about it. Next graphic novel that I picked up is Morning Glories by a lot of people, of which are all listed right about here. This book basically follows a group of teenagers who have been accepted to a prestigious boarding school, but what they soon discover is that this boarding school is actually pretty dangerous, and the reason that the headmaster wants these students is for very strange and unsettling and disturbing reasons. Again, I read this in August, so link below to my wrap-up video. These next three graphic novels are all books that I also read in August, so I'm just gonna go through them real quick. I've got Buffy the Vampire Slayer: The Origin, Buffy the Vampire Slayer: The Remaining Sunlight, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer: Spike and Drew. I love Buffy. I own almost all the graphic novels, all of the older graphic novels, and also season 8, but I don't own 9 or 10 yet. So I wanted to go ahead and collect all of the rest of the issues because I think I need about 2 more and I'm done. I just wanted to slowly start collecting them, and I did so, and yeah, I'm quite happy about it. I want to complete my collection, so I'm pretty excited. The next book is Edward Scissorhands Volume 1, Parts Unknown. I actually did read this in August, but I forgot to include it in my wrap-up video, so I'll just go ahead and talk a little bit about it now. Edward Scissorhands, we all know the movie. We all love the movie, or at least I love the movie. It's one of my favorite movies. It's one of the top 3 movies that make me cry every single time. And when I heard that it had a graphic novel, I was so psyched. For those of you familiar with Edward Scissorhands, this follows Kim's granddaughter as she goes and she meets Edward, and she tries to get the townspeople to realize what a good person he is. Technically, if he is a person, I'm not exactly sure. She befriends him, and it goes through all that, which was really cute and really sweet. I will admit that I was a little butthurt over it because I wanted it to be like right immediately after the movie ended and show like Kim and Edward's possible relationship that could have happened. But you know, it's okay. I really liked it so much, and the artwork is really great. It is so like Tim Burton. It's so Tim Burton. If you've seen Tim Burton's drawings and like concept art for his movies, looks just like this. I really, really enjoyed it. I do wish that it had like maybe been a bit more serious. I felt like it was a little comical in places, kind of cartoony, which I both loved and didn't love. It was hard because I love cartoons and I love that sort of thing, but I wanted more when it comes to the story of Edward Scissorhands, so I was kind of torn. But I think I ended up giving it 3.5 out of 5 stars, and I'm gonna definitely pick up the next volume. I think it comes out in December, so yes. The next graphic novel I picked up is Suicide Squad, and I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you that I picked this up because of the Suicide Squad trailer. That trailer is amazing, and I wanted to get into the world and know more about it before I saw the movie, so that is what stemmed this purchase. The next graphic novel is Harley Quinn Hot in the City, Volume 1 Hot in the City. Again, Suicide Squad, Harley Quinn. I love Harley Quinn, and it just made me want to pick up more about her. I'm so excited that she's finally getting the attention she deserves in the DC universe and the movie verse, and I wanted to read more about her in graphic novel form, so yeah. Next graphic novel I got is Black Widow, The Tightly Tangled Web by Edmondson, Noto, and Gerards. I don't know how to say names. I read volume 1 a couple of months ago, really enjoyed it, so I'm looking forward to volume 2. The next 2 graphic novels I got are Miss Marvel volume 2, Crushed, and Miss Marvel volume 3, Generation Y. I read Miss Marvel back in December last year and I really enjoyed it. It actually made a spot on my top 10 of 2014, so I'm really excited to continue on with the series. If you guys don't know, it follows a young Pakistan American teenager and she's just trying to, you know, get through her life, the struggles of being a teenager, the struggles of being a Pakistan American, and the struggles of having superheroes all wound into one. So it's an exciting adventure and I'm excited to continue. Next graphic novel I got is Lumberjanes by Noelle Stevenson. Like I said, I read Nimona, love Nimona, and I'm really excited to read this one. I don't know what it's about, so if you guys know, please let me know in the comments below. I'd really love to hear about it. The next graphic novel I got is Witches. This is a graphic novel that is like a new, interesting, creepy take on witches, and that's really all I know about it and really all I need to know. It's been blurred by Stephen King and I have had this on my wish list for quite a long time, so I'm really excited to finally pick it up. And the next graphic novel that I got is Bedlam by Nick Spencer. This is another graphic novel I've had on my wish list for ages. It's a horror graphic novel and it takes place in, I think, an asylum. Bedlam, asylum. I think that's kind of how it goes. I don't know too much about this one, so again, if you guys do, let me know in the comments below because I'd really love to know. And the final graphic novel that I got is actually a manga and it is Beautiful Creatures by Cami Garcia and Margaret Stoll, and then art by Cassandra Jean. I love Beautiful Creatures. I am definitely in the minority on BookTube when it comes to this series, but I love it so much. I'm gonna reread it really soon. I've read books 1, 2, and 3, and I haven't read the 4th one, but I'm planning to reread the first book in December and then the rest of the books next year. I just wanted to get the graphic novel or the manga because I wanted to experience it in this verse as well. Since the movie was so god-awful, I wanted to experience it like visually in this way. Alright guys, so that's all for this video. I'm sorry that this one was kind of rushed, but I'm pretty sure I have very little room left on my card, so I had to make it quick. In the comments below, I would love for you guys to let me know if you've read any of these graphic novels and what you thought about them, if you like them, if you didn't like them. You guys know all the stuff I want to know. Leave it below. Alright guys, so that's all for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one.